How does someone steal over $500,000 from a casino? Well, on today's English Through News story, we're going to learn how that's possible. And I'm going to teach you some important English vocabulary words and phrases to help your English grammar and to improve your English comprehension, vocabulary, and fluency. And we're going to do it because I have some breaking news. Breaking news. Well, hello, all of my students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jay, and I hope you're ready for some learning and laughter. If you're over the age of 25 and you're serious about improving your English, you're in the right place. So let's dive into today's story. Husband and wife accused of $784,000 casino theft. Okay, now when someone is, notice this word, accused, okay, they have been charged with a crime and they have to be proven guilty. So I can accuse you of eating my slice of cake. Okay, I keep talking about this cake because I saw some crumbs around your mouth and on your shirt. Okay, so that's my evidence. So I'm accusing you of doing it. A husband and wife from Kazakhstan. I think we have some subscribers in Kazakhstan. I hope I'm saying that right. Let me know down in the comments section. Are accused of using a hidden camera and small earpieces to fraudulently, say that with me, fraudulently win nearly 1.2 Australian dollars, 593,000 pounds, or $784,000 at an Australian casino. Now, when someone commits fraud or they do something fraudulently, it says that they have done something illegal. Okay, so if you take a check, if you still write checks from someone, and you write yourself $1,000 and you go and cash it, that is fraud, and you're going to get in trouble. Okay, so that would be fraud. So this couple did something that was fraudulent. Okay, let's continue. Police say the couple was caught after staff at a casino in, how do you say that? Barangaroo? I hope I'm saying that right. In the Barangaroo area of Sydney, notice that the 30-year-old Diloza had a tiny discreet camera attached to her Mickey Mouse t-shirt. Okay, now something that is discreet, it's very likely not to be noticed. Okay, so here in the United States, you can have what's called a concealed firearms license. So you can carry a gun legally on your persons or on your body. And most people that do so do it discreetly. You cannot tell that they have it. Okay, so to be discreet is to do something in secret or private. And she had, notice, a tiny camera attached to her Mickey Mouse t-shirt. A a tiny camera attached to her Mickey Mouse t-shirt. She and her husband, 44-year-old, I'm not going to even try to pronounce his name. Okay, look at that. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, sir. Okay, we're going to call you Mr. A, and we're going to call your wife we're going to call you Mr. A and your wife Mrs. D. That's what we're going to call you, okay? Were later arrested. During a search, officers found magnetized probes and a mirror attached for a phone that allegedly used to rig the games. Now that's a lot, but I'm going to explain it, okay? Now, something that is magnetized. Something that is magnetized, it contains a magnet. So if there were a magnet here and a magnet here, then she probably hung it on her Mickey Mouse t-shirt, okay? And it was discreet or hidden. I've been told that they have cameras now that can fit in a button or on a pin top. Now they have glasses with cameras in them that people use to record video, okay? Now notice also that mirrors were attached to the phone, which were used to rig. That's a great word, to rig the games. So when you rig something, you alter it. You cause it to do something in your favor. So now people like to say that professional sports games are rigged. So they're saying someone is controlling the games to make the outcome profitable. It's rigged. Rigged can be used in a positive nature or in a positive way, okay? So if I locked my keys in the car, I can rig the car door to open without the key. Okay, I can do something to cause the door to open in my favor without using the key. I rig. So you can rig a game or you can rig a thing. The couple has been officially charged with dishonestly obtaining a financial advantage and is now being held in custody. Okay, so let's look at this first word. The couple has been officially charged. Official. It is now a legitimate charge. It's not gossip. It's not a rumor. It's official. The police say you are our suspect. They have been charged with dishonestly obtaining a financial advantage. Dishonest. So when someone is dishonest, they are someone that is telling lies. They're not telling the truth. I've been dishonest before. Have you been dishonest before? Probably all of us have been dishonest at one time or another. We have probably said we liked something when we really didn't like it. Maybe we didn't want to hurt someone's feelings. Maybe we told someone, I will be there at 8 o'clock, but you got there at 9 o'clock. That's being dishonest. And so they were dishonest. Instead of playing the game the right way, they played it in a way that gave them the advantage. Okay. They were taken or being held, notice, in custody. They were being held in custody. So when someone is held in custody, it says that the police have detained them. Okay. So when you're watching the news and you see someone handcuffed and they put them in the car and they take them to the police station. Now they are in custody. They are being held by the authorities. Okay. Now, we often use custody when it comes to the police, but you can use custody with your child. Okay. So if a couple has children and the wife doesn't know where the daughter is, she can call her husband. Have you seen Charlotte? Yeah, baby, she's in my custody. I have her. Okay. So I have my daughter. She is with me. She is in a safe place. All right. Sometimes when couples get a divorce, they try to determine who will have custody of the children, who is going to watch, who is going to be the parent, who is going to keep the child safe, who is going to keep them in custody. All right. Police said the pair arrived in Sydney from Kazakhstan in October and applied for casino membership on the same day. Over the next several weeks, they visited the casino multiple times. You know, I've been to a casino before, but I have never gambled. Have you? I know some people like to play blackjack. Some people like to roll those dice. We call them rolling bones. So they roll bones, and then you have the roulette machine where they put the ball on the spinning device and they say 15, or I'm betting everything on red. Or what's most famous in a casino, the slot machine. Okay. In my mind, I just can't fathom just giving the casino my money, because we know that there's a saying, the house always wins. But my neighbor, he goes to the casino at least twice every year. So these folks visited the casino to rob it. Okay. Over the next several weeks, they visited the casino multiple times, meaning they went more than once, likely more than twice. They went several times. Reportedly, the Crown on casino's waterfront, and earned winnings totaling in Australian dollars $1,179,412.50. Boy, they were getting some money. Their unusual high winnings made casino staff suspicious. Now, before we get too suspicious, something that is unusual is strange. Something that's out of the ordinary. Something that is not normal. So you might say, you know, it's a little unusual that you haven't left a comment on my channel when I know you always leave a comment. Or you might say, it's a little unusual that you didn't call me. I'm used to talking to you every day. So something strange, something not normal. The casino staff was suspicious. Okay. So you might say, my birthday was last week and I was a little suspicious that you forgot because you didn't get me a gift. Okay. So when a person is suspicious, they are alert to something being out of place. Okay. I was suspicious, you might say, that someone was in my house because I saw the shadow of someone walking when I knew no one was home. So I was suspicious. Okay. My dog looked at me with a suspicious look. Looked at me like, are you going to feed me today? Okay. And employees claimed to have caught the pair in the act on Thursday. Caught the pair in the act. So when you catch someone in the act, we use the phrase to be caught red-handed. Okay? I caught you in the act. I told you not to have any company in my house, you might tell your children. And your child may say, we didn't. But you say, I caught you in the act when I saw it on the Ring camera when you let someone in the house. I caught you in the act. You can catch your dog in the act of eating food from your plate when you weren't looking. I caught you in the act. Police said the spying devices were connected. They were tied together. Spying devices. Remember the camera, the mirrors, all of it was connected to the couple's phones, allowing them to capture and view images of the card table. Okay, so they were basically looking at how cards were being dealt, and they could determine what cards they should play in order for them to win. They also wore hidden earpieces, something in their ear, like you see on the news. Karen, could you say that again? Okay, they had earpieces so they could receive instructions. So instructions are directions. Okay, so the husband was probably telling the wife, okay, play this card. Okay, don't play a card. Okay, I need you to wager $400. So the earpiece, they could talk to one another and no one else could hear them. So they could receive instructions on when to place bets, during card games. A police spokesman. So a spokesperson is someone who speaks on someone else's behalf. A spokesperson. So you may not hear Donald Trump talk about an issue, but he may have someone speak for him at the press conference. A spokesperson told the BBC that officers are not looking for any additional suspects. These are the two. We're not looking for any more. This is it, okay? No more suspects. They are the ones that we caught in the act of the crime. Looking for any additional suspects connected to the alleged fraud. We already talked about fraud. When police searched the couple's accommodations. Oh, what a great word. Accommodations. So accommodations are where a person resides or lives. Okay. My house is an accommodation. A hotel could be an accommodations. So you might say, how are your accommodations? Oh, they're very comfortable. Very nice. Thank you. They found other gambling props. Okay, props. A prop is an instrument that you use to complete a task. Okay, so this microphone right here, this microphone stand is a prop. My speakers that you can't see, those would be considered a prop. They found other gambling props, expensive jewelry, and over $2,000 in cash. Here's the last sentence. The couple appeared in court on Friday and were denied bail. They appeared in court. They showed up. Okay. So you might say, where's Roger? I don't know. He hadn't appeared yet. Okay. I'm supposed to get married today. Where's the bride? She hadn't appeared. Okay. So to show up. Bail. They were denied bail. Okay. So bail in this sense has to do with money that is paid as a guarantee that a person will return to court. Okay. They're out on bail, we say. So I paid this money to get out of jail, but the money is basically saying I'm going to come to court when I'm supposed to. And when I appear, I get my money back. Okay. So when they did not get any bail, they weren't offered the opportunity to pay a fee so they could get out. I mean, I understand that, because if you robbed a casino of over $1 million, I'm thinking you probably took more than $1 million. And if I let you out of jail, you may not appear in court. You may try to flee the country. So they kept them. Okay. According to reports, Miss, I'm not going to try to say her last name, is expected to return to court in February, while the husband is scheduled to appear on December 11th. Wow. So in one sense, there's a phrase that we use that say crime doesn't pay. So they may have stolen almost $1 million from the casino, but they got caught and remain in jail. So we say crime doesn't pay. Now, if they took the money and got away with it, then we would say, man, I guess crime does pay. But that is a lot of money. I guess, in my mind, I'm thinking if I'm able to successfully rob a casino of $10,000, I'm not coming back. But they kept it going to $1 million, and eventually they were caught. So we have learned a lot of words today. A lot of words. I want you to go back and practice. Notice we talked about accused, fraudulent, discreet, magnetized, rigged, dishonestly, custody, suspicious, unusual, instructions, fraud, bail. We have done almost 15 words. I would say that's a lot of value. If today's English lesson has been a help to you, all I ask is that you share it with a friend. And let me know where you're watching from down in the comments section. And tell me, do you think you would have tried to steal over $500,000 from a casino? Let me know down in the comments section. I had one particular person leave a comment. If you're still watching, notice one of the subscribers says, "Thank you, Jay. It is great that every day you make a lesson." Okay. And I responded, "You are welcome. It's hard work." So I think it would be better to say, "Thank you, Jay. It's great that you make a lesson every day." Thank you so much for the comment. It is definitely hard work, but if I'm being a help to you, then it's well worth it. Again, all I ask is that you just share it with a friend that's trying to improve their English. And with that being said, make sure you turn on those notifications so when I release a video or I go live, that you will be notified. And as always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I'll see you then.